know it's that fat shit. We cannot tell a lie. I would not have come all the way out here from Los Angeles to sit down with this man for no fake bunk shit.
You said the album was coming out on Saturday. It didn't come out. What happened?
I didn't finish it.
All right, welcome to the newest episode of Our Thoughts podcast. Podcast with Our Thoughts podcast. I'm Matthew Magnus.
And this is the LA version of Francesco. And
Yes.
LA Matt is just already messing up words.
Yes, we're in the same room recording, not over Skype like we usually do.
Yeah.
We're in LA this time. I was in the Bay last weekend. We have a really cool episode for you today. We have a lot of guests. We have two different guests. We have one in-studio guest. And
In studio.
In the studio. And then one on the phone who's going to call in. But yeah, do you want to kind of give an overview of what we're going to talk about today?
Well, we are going to follow up on a topic that we discussed last podcast, Yandi. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about what we got wrong. And we're going to talk about his SNL, not just performance, but just that whole episode.
Right.
And also we're going to discuss some conspiracies. A conspiracy. And if you know me, if you listen to our Drake episode, you know that I love conspiracies.
Yes. So we're going to first talk about Kanye West. We're going to guest in some people. So if we could bring in our first guest, Maya Canonizado. All right. Introduce yourself.
I'm Maya. I was on... Wait, actually, I think I recorded...
You're on the Frank
Ocean.
Yeah, Frank Ocean, and then the other one that didn't go.
We did Kids See Ghosts, but that album came out so bad that like all the tracks are messed up, so we kind of messed up on that.
Yeah, it's one of the lost episodes.
Yeah, it's one of the lost episodes. So I'm about to call in Ben right now.
My face?
A little bit. Just like, it's fine. You can see who you are. All right.
All right, I guess that doesn't matter.
All right, so we have Ben on the phone. I'm recording now. Ben, say hello.
Hey, what's up? What's good?
Ben is a OG homie from high school. Knows a lot about music, especially hip hop.
He also knows how to play the saxophone.
Knows a lot about music.
Further adding to his credibility.
Yeah.
There you go.
So again, we're gonna talk about, first off, the Kanye West performance on SNL, very controversial moment a couple weekends ago. Or last weekend, I think it was?
Yeah. Last weekend,
Yeah.
while we were in San Francisco filming a very good Our Afterthoughts episode.
Yeah.
Check that out on our YouTube channel. Anyways, continue.
For sure. So from the beginning, once it was announced, obviously people were already like, this is gonna be really weird. And like, didn't really know what they were expecting. And I think the most talked about part of that episode was the performance with Lil Pump. I love it, or I like it.
I love it. I like it as the Cardi song.
I love it.
Oh, right. As you can imagine, if you haven't seen it, it was pretty bad. They were dressed up as different, like water.
We know what Maya and Matt's couple Halloween costume will be. Oh, he hasn't told you?
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I know, I've been pestering him this entire month.
Maya will be
What
the
are they gonna
sparkling.
be?
Maya will be the sparkling water.
Oh, because I'm sparkling.
The Pierre.
Yeah, Maya will be the Pierre.
Oh, yeah. Is that how you say it?
Perrier.
That's how you say it.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of which...
Perrier.
No,
There you go.
we're not sponsored. So let me just start off with our phone-in guest, Ben. What were you expecting from SNL, and then what was your reaction after like actually seeing it?
What was I expecting?
Yeah.
You know, you can never expect you can't be expecting anything, you know, with Kanye, because he always just like either flips it 180 or does, you know, something that you wouldn't think he would do. Or at this point, you'd think, you know that he's going to do something. You just are like, what? But and then his performance, oh my god.
Yeah. So like for example, his what were your as the I Love It performance was going, what was going through your head?
I was thinking like, yo, dude, what are you on? At one point, he wasn't looking at the camera. This is in the beginning. He wasn't even looking at the camera or the audience. He was like looking up and to the side of the stage right. And I was like, dude, you know you're performing, right? And that's when Lil Pump was doing his thing, and I was like, oh, this guy, he's too much.
Yeah. I don't know. It was like, I know it's like a joke and he's like trolling and stuff and just trying to be funny, but I think it was just one of those moments where it wasn't hitting. Like it was just really awkward.
Yeah.
Maya, what did you think when you saw that?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know how I feel about Kanye. He's not my favorite person in this world, and
Well, we don't know how you feel about Kanye.
Yeah,
That's what we're here to discuss. So.
Well, I mean, I tell you about this sometimes whenever you like talk about like, oh, like he just dropped some like new shit. So excited for Yanni. I'm like, I could give less of a fuck about that.
Oh, okay.
I just think he's way overrated. He's fucking crazy. Like, who does that? I think that everything he does is like for the attention, and like I'm just not interested anymore. It's just gotten like that far where it's just like, it's not weird to see him dressed up as a water bottle dancing around in SNL having like the most like embarrassing performance I've ever seen. Like, and I didn't like the music video either. It's all a joke though, right?
Yeah, it's obviously like a joke. But,
Okay.
you know.
So then what
You're not on that bandwagon.
what reaction do you think he's trying to elicit from like all of the people that are watching his content?
I don't know. He's just trying to get some sort of reaction.
Yeah,
He
I don't think he's thinking that far ahead. I think
Honestly.
I just think he thinks that, okay, let's get a reaction here. I don't care what reaction, but let's just see what happens.
It's kind of like any publicity is good publicity kind of thing. And like, I think he just wants to start controversy. Like, he loves being controversial.
Yeah.
Like, anything that people don't
He's
like, he's
literally,
going to
like-
embrace.
He's like a walking contradiction. That's how,
Yeah.
how I like to characterize Kanye West.
Yeah.
So, one thing that happened in the SNL, that whole SNL episode, was we got, at the end of the episode, we got a cutoff of one of the best tracks from Ye, Ghost Town, and we got that cut off. And apparently we also got a rant, an SNL rant cut off, that, you know, where usually like at the end of every SNL episode, they have everyone line up.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, thank you for watching the Saturday. But Kanye comes in and starts his presidential campaign.
Literally.
Didn't actually, but like pretty much like said what was equivalent to like, you know, a campaign running speech.
Yeah.
How do we feel? Have you guys checked it out? Have you guys?
Yeah, Ben, how did you feel? Did you
Yeah.
watch the whole rant?
Oh God, man. I looked it up on YouTube, and I felt super confused, you know? I had so many mixed feelings. Like I understood what his message was trying to convey, but he was using Trump as that like scapegoat, as that medium of like trying to get his message across. Not the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, again, he knows how controversial Trump is, so like, of course he's gonna use that.
I didn't watch the rant. Can someone tell me like what his main points were?
He was talking about how he got bullied. It's something I'm gonna touch
backstage.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I'm gonna touch on like when I try to get in my rant. But he talks about how he was bullied for wearing the MAGA hat. Even though he like changed the energy of it by like
he's trying
changing
to
the brim and like and then
He's trying to like redefine what that means.
yeah, and also it's just a lot about it's a lot about him. It's always him. Like everything he has ever and he has and will ever be mad about is all about him. Like it's never going to be about the state of the culture or Chicago. Okay, I'm kind of getting into my rant, but
You can get into it.
oh,
You can
okay.
get into it.
All right, so here's the thing with my feeling towards Kanye West, and I said this to you, Matt, before we started recording, is that I have never been challenged. One of my philosophies have never been challenged as hard as what has recently happened with Kanye. And I am of the belief that you should always separate the artist from the person.
Right.
Like whatever, like Chris Brown is a good example. I like his music. However, I do not agree with some of the stuff he's doing. However, Kanye, his art is himself. And himself is the art. And now with that said, the culture, you know, it's such a broad phrase, but it is essentially like the people, you know, like what we want, who we are as a society. And I think that Kanye, and I think this is like a pretty agreeable statement even with you, like that Kanye is I can't say he's the culture, but he's a big part of the culture. He's like a high official he's a high ambassador in the culture. And he has inspired so many people, fashion, music, you know, aesthetics. And now you're gonna go ahead and break those people's hearts by supporting a guy who's all hate and bullying. And you're gonna talk about bullying. I did all it was people from his team saying like, oh, I wouldn't wear the MAGA hat. That's bullying apparently to him. Yeah. And we know that Kanye, words are very powerful, which words you use. We know that he has misspoken multiple times. Like we've seen a TMZ video of him. He talks about abolishing 13th Amendment, which was to abolish slavery. He says, oh no, it's to amend it or whatever.
And not abolish.
Yeah. Yeah. So we know that he has a history of misspeaking, and this goes to his free thinking thing, but I'm just thinking like, this is not like really like, I honestly, my opinions of Kanye, I have kind of suppressed them because I've always believed in that artist versus the person thing. But I don't want to hear from Kanye unless it's music, honestly. Like,
at this point, like, it's getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I get annoyed. I'm getting annoyed at having Kanye trending on Twitter unless it's for music. So that's my thoughts on that. Like,
yeah. All right, what do you guys think?
Anyways,
like oversaturation of Kanye.
Yeah. Like he's sorry guys.
He's
rebranded like 4 different times in the past week. He, you know, first he goes like, I'm the king of trolling with this whole MAGA thing. Yeah. And now all of a sudden he's changing the way that, you know, that it represents, the hat represents. Like he's trying to change the energy or like just for me it's just like miss me with the fake woke stuff. Like if you're gonna be a troll guy, be the troll guy. If you're gonna be the woke guy, then just fully rebrand to that. Don't give me this like half in, half out, whatever will work best. Like I don't know. I just that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think it's more? It should be like you should have a set characteristic about who you are as an artist, or should it be more fluid and you can have like what do you think?
Honestly, so the argument you're making, like I've actually heard some of my professors speak about this in lecture. My professor, Dr. Boyd, was talking about his views on Kanye West and how he's changed from like, you know, his older music to now, and how he totally is like not cool with anything that has to do with MAGA that he's like actually endorsing and all of these things. However, like, is it fair for us to like expect and want for artists to just be artists? We look at them, we're like, just give us what we want, just give us music. We don't want to hear anything you have to say as a political person. So then that brings to mind like the example of O.J. Simpson. So we looked at him as we all treated him like a symbol, like he wasn't a real person. All we wanted from him was the football. Like we just wanted to watch him play. We didn't want to hear about any of his other, like, of him as a person. And I mean, he gave that to us. But I'm not saying that I agree with it, but I just think it's a fair point to bring up that, like, is it fair for us to expect this of artists, that they kind of just suppress their own, like, political beliefs to kind of satisfy within us, that we don't have to continue listening to. Like, I mean, they are super influential. I think that's the issue. Whatever they say politically can, like, influence a lot of people to either, like, hate them or, like, agree with these really flawed, like, ideals. Personally, I don't let it affect me, like, when celebrities come out and say, like, their political views, but
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Ben, what do you think?
I think that's really true. But you know, oh god, there's like feedback. I can keep hearing feedback. I think that they should keep their views, not like all of their views, but I think they should try to be less political just because they have such a following, and they can create really like ripples in this pond of politics, and that's not what they're known for. But you're kind of like abusing your power in a way. That's my thought.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, I agree with the point you brought up. However, I refuse to believe that that's actually what Kanye West believes. I think that everything he has said since that Charlemagne interview, everything he said since his whole free thinking phase, I think...
Referring to the comment, slavery was a choice.
Yeah, slavery was a choice. Yeah, he apologized for that.
Yeah.
I don't think that any of what he's saying is what he believes in. I think that a lot of this is to get a reaction to what you know, whether it's positive or negative. He doesn't care. He's just gonna do what Kanye feels like doing.
Right.
And what Kanye feels like doing right now is getting his name, which I don't get, because do we think that Kanye needs clout?
No, he's Kanye West. Like, everybody knows. Like, everybody will give it to him no matter what. Yeah. If it's bad or good. But it's like, you know, he used to be the voice of the people, you know? He used to be like with his George Bush doesn't care about black people. People were like, that's true. They're not helping us here in Katrina. Like, he used to be the controversial voice that needed to be heard because nobody was saying it.
Yes.
But now he's saying too much and nobody wants to hear it.
And the thing is, like, he used, like you said, he used to be the like man of the people. Back in the summer, someone who runs Kanye's organization for Chicago, Donda's House, it's named after his mom.
Yeah.
He tweeted at him like, hey, look, like, you haven't been here in a while. You haven't helped us at all. Like, we'd like your help. Like, he tweeted at Drake. He tweeted at a bunch of rappers to try to get help. And you know what? You know how, like, the Kanye West camp responds? Through Kim Kardashian West, who we will touch on, who also made another statement recently. She tweets like something like, you're running this organization, but you've been salty since we kicked you out of the place with fake Yeezys.
Yeah, I remember that.
And this strikes me more because today, Chance the Rapper, our father and reverend, Chance the Rapper.
Amen.
Bring peace.
Yeah, he donated $1 million to the Chicago mental health.
That was just like today.
Foundation. Yeah, today.
Yeah.
So, Kanye West, who's one of the biggest advocates for mental health, with Kids See Ghosts and Ye kind of being like very mentally, mental health awareness.
Very open about it.
Very driven, but that's one of the driving points. I haven't seen you do anything to like support your songs,
Right.
Like, I don't know. But let's kind of shift topics here. Yeah, sorry?
Other than making controversy for himself, like, that's the way he's gaining attention to his new album and to his songs.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. Where it's like it used to just be about the music, but it's like it's like his music is now kind of like an extension of, like you said, like it's blurred the line between the artist and the person, because what he says in person, he's now saying in his music.
Right.
And so it's like, I don't know. I miss the old Kanye, as everybody says. I miss the old Kanye.
So let's shift topics here.
Yeah.
We go. So after SNL, after Saturday Night Live, we're expecting a new release, a new album from Kanye. titled Yandi. Now, if you listen back to our last episode, you're gonna laugh at us now.
We're like, oh, Yandi drops in 3 hours.
Yeah. I had a clip about it on our Instagram, where we discuss so much and we hype it up, and our reaction when we have a group chat going and we're just crying about the fact that Yandi did not release.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, were you aware of Yandi, like that whole hype train when that was all happening?
I literally had no idea.
Well, damn, there you go. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Kanye does need the clout.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, sorry.
I touched on something back, the TMZ interview, but we did get another TMZ interview, which is weird that I guess TMZ is like Kanye's like speed dial, like news source, but I believe we got information that he will be recording in Africa, in Wakanda.
Yeah. So pretty much he said, so just to clarify, Yandi didn't drop.
Yandi didn't drop. No.
It was supposed to drop after Saturday Night Live performance, which it didn't. And he promised. He said earlier it's dropping. Then never happened.
Right.
And he hasn't said anything until he showed up on TMZ and said, they asked, why didn't you finish the album? And he's like, because I didn't finish the album, pretty much. And he's gonna be recording in Africa. I don't know why. And then it'll drop
to
on.
get those new sounds.
Yeah, he said he's created such a new sound or something.
Something you've never heard before.
And it's going to be dropping on Black Friday, as confirmed by Kim Kardashian's Twitter.
Who I think is really just Kanye using Kim's
phone.
But we won't talk about that.
So Ben, are you gonna listen to Yandi when it drops?
I think I'll give it a listen. But I'm not super hyped, like crazy bandwagon train. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. What do you know? Like, what do you want from it? Do you want it to be? Because for me, I want it to be a serious project. I don't want any political, like anything. Like, what are you looking for into it for you to like it?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for nothing like super political, nothing like super troll. I just like some dope ass music that, changes the game somehow, that elevates it in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I hope. We can only hope. Yeah.
We can only hope.
Maya, will you be listening to Yandi when it drops?
I will be forced to listen to it when you play it in your car as you pick me up.
He's gonna try to slip it in there. He's gonna play like 3, Weekend Drake, and then try to slip a Yandi in there.
Like, oh, this is the playlist we made together.
He'll be looking over to see the reaction. If you start bobbing your head even a little bit, he's gonna start calling you out. I guarantee it.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. But rumored features are XXXTentacion,
Tekashi, not Trippie Redd.
Not Trippie Redd. I get those two mixed up.
Yeah, no.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, and most likely like Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
Literally
probably.
my least favorite artist. Why would I be excited about that?
I don't know.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Then maybe that's the new sound.
Oh God.
We'll see.
And one thing that I wanted to talk about but just bring up real quick. In the TMZ interview, he said something like, something to the effect of, we're going to be talking about topics we've never addressed before. We're going to talk about body shaming, as well as talking about women who've slept around and have a reputation for being like promiscuous. Meanwhile, he just made a song called, that hook is named, You're Such a Fucking Hoe. I love it. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
I have no idea.
At this point, it's just like, what a truth, lie. There's nothing. So that's the reason why I'm gonna have to talk about it, because you have a podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be paying too much mind to what Kanye is doing on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. But you will listen to Yandi.
I will listen to Yandi. I'm still looking forward to it. Like, it doesn't retract from how I feel about him as a musician. It's just I don't like the antics that come along with him as a
Yeah.
musician. I might have to take my draft pick back.
Oh yeah, in the afterthoughts.
Yeah.
In our final fantasy or rapper draft fantasy,
But-
Kanye was Jessica's number one pick.
Yeah.
Number one.
First
Should have gone
round
with
pick.
Kendrick. Yeah.
Hey, that was mine.
So yeah. Any last
Any last thoughts, Ben? You want to say about this whole Kanye situation?
Oh man, just to bring back to the point of Pesco's point where he was saying like it's kind of contradictory. I think it's a good representation of this time. It's just how like everything is being met with like this trolls and like trying to be serious. It's just like a time of not knowing.
Yeah.
President to troll. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Yeah. Well.
Well, I
You
don't
can only
wanna
wait.
get-
You
yeah, I don't
can
wanna-
only
yeah.
wait for November 23rd, Black Friday.
Yeah,
One day before my birthday.
that's what he's waiting for.
Oh yeah, he was going to drop it
It
for
was
my
his
birthday.
present. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
my
go.
nice little.
Maya's birthday present, Yandi.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Oh man.
All right. So yeah, I mean, Kanye will always be Kanye. Like, there's
Yeah.
always stuff to talk about him. But moving on to our next topic. This is some fun stuff here. We're gonna have more fun talking about this.
Okay. Gotta readjust myself.
So, if anyone knows, in recent headlines, OG rapper Suge Knight just got sentenced to 28 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter.
For running over a guy.
He ran over a
multiple
guy with his
times.
truck.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's kind of crazy, but his son, I don't know what his name, Suge Knight Jr. He's been posting. I don't know if you've seen his profile, Ben, but he's been posting photos and captions saying that Tupac is alive. And everyone knows Suge Knight is people think Suge Knight killed Tupac. So what are your guys' thoughts on Tupac is alive? What do you guys think?
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Ben.
Ben, you want to start us off?
Again, I think he's clowning around. I think he's trolling us, playing some damn games.
Playing some games. He says Tupac is in Malaysia, not Cuba.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, he has evidence. He has photos that people have kind of debunked some of them though.
So,
Very true.
all right, I guess I gotta go. So, I look through the Instagram and I see just like such like great material for memes. Like the whole, like I was waiting for the FBI open up text to come through, and apparently he's he had these whole like skits where he's like, yeah, go run, and I'm just like laughing over here.
Yeah.
However, you guys don't think Tupac's alive?
Well, what? His mom confirmed the body.
But like,
I don't know.
Oh my
If
god.
Tupac-
Is this wishful thinking?
I wish Tupac was alive.
yeah. Hey, okay. So a couple episodes back,
Definitely.
we broke the news that Tupac is in Barbados and he's coming with a diss
Yeah.
track for everybody.
Yeah, we were randomly talking about oh, Tupac is alive and he's gonna diss everyone, and then now we're getting this.
I'm just
Oh
saying
my
we're
God.
we're a news source. Like,
Oh my god.
We're ahead of the game.
so I was talking to Matt about this topic, and I really just wanted to use this topic as like a springboard for another discussion. The Illuminati.
Oh my.
Great. This is
Do we?
what the show's
This
turned
is about to become a whole nother podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Ben.
Oh my god.
Ben,
Oh my god.
do you
can't.
think the Illuminati is real?
That's
Yo,
such a huge.
at this point in my life, nah.
Nah,
Aw.
No.
No.
Where they're not.
No.
No one's controlling our politicians as puppets. There's not a group of people.
I mean, there's always opportunity to do that, but
There's always opportunity to what?
there's always an opportunity to do that. But I personally don't think. At this point, I feel like it's like just another like troll that's been going on for generations.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I
guess-
think you're wrong. Because Illuminati's definitely real, and they're watching us right now.
Yeah.
And they're coming to get you,
But
Ben.
don't.
We're coming.
I won't-
They're coming to get you.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
I'll make
God.
sure to text you guys tomorrow. They'll be like, "Yo, this is the Illuminati." We got it. Don't worry.
Hi.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts. Now that we kind of talked about it, we're there because of me, admittedly. The Illuminati. Do we think that there's like a little something going on behind the scenes of hip hop, or just the industry in general?
It was confirmed there is a group of people where like all the big millionaires and billionaires of the world and like influential like politicians, they get together like in the forest and they have some sort of ritual. Like
Yes,
that's
I've
actually
seen
only
that.
because of
I've
House
seen
of
that too.
Cards,
No,
or-
it was in House of Cards, but that's actually real.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
And it's like a big. I don't know,
What's it
Ben.
called?
I don't know,
What's it called?
Ben, if you've seen this, but like there's photos where it's like a big owl made out of wood, and they like burn it like Burning Man.
Oh shit, OVO.
Yo, Drake is Illuminati.
Yo.
No, but like
666.
Oh,
in the 6.
oh shit! Running through the 6.
Yo, Chesco just left.
All right. Well, this became a completely different podcast.
Oh my god. Conspiracy theories.
Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Dang.
I, for one, believe in the Illuminati, and I think
You do?
I do.
didn't
I
know
do. Oh my gosh. Whenever, like, okay, I don't know if you agree with this, but I think that Beyonce is not real.
Not real?
Oh my God. You think those lizard
I
people?
don't know. There's something about Beyonce that just like really gives me the creeps. Like,
Like, too
everybody,
perfect?
too perfect. Everybody worships her. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have experienced this in class, but always when someone asks what their favorite artist is, or like someone asks like one of those questions that like you know what the answer is, everybody has to say Beyonce. And why? Why do they have to say Beyonce? What's so great about
everyone?
Beyonce?
I don't like Beyonce.
Everybody.
I'll say that right. I don't
No,
like Beyonce.
like I swear to God, no. I don't even know how to describe it, you guys. It's just I don't.
Maybe she's
I think
just a
she's
popular-
like possessed. No.
You know what? Thing is, I say this as part of the Carter's Hive, newly converted.
Chesco's part of the Beehive.
Yeah, no, I'm all up in I'm in the Beehive for sure. I agree. Yeah,
You do.
Beyonce is.
She's way too influential.
She's not a person. She's a entity.
Yeah. But
Ben.
why?
God. Yeah, she's a god.
Ben is
But
Beyonce.
why? Okay, so tell me why, Ben, because I want to know why she's brainwashed you.
Wait.
What
but
has she done?
I thought you were the one that was like the one that believed in the Illuminati. Shouldn't you be providing the evidence?
Yeah, guys, I don't know.
How does it feel? First of all, Matt, how does it feel learning about this about your girlfriend?
I actually didn't know this at all. I didn't know she thought Beyonce was not a real person.
Well, have you seen that one YouTube video of her when she's like watching a basketball game and she's literally like
No.
She's like processing it. Her computer.
Yeah, she's like something
internet's
is like
slow.
possessing
Human
her, and
emotion,
she's like kind of swaying there. Have you ever seen? Okay, I'm gonna
haven't
show
seen
you.
that.
I'm gonna show you after.
Okay, I haven't seen
Man,
that.
this episode is a little different. This episode is a little different. I like it.
But I think Jay-Z's real.
I think.
Yeah, why not?
I think the
Sure,
reason
he's
why
real.
Jay-Z cheated is because
Because you can't date a robot.
you can't. Can a robot love? Apparently not.
It's like dating Alexa.
Ooh, there you.
Oh.
I think we're really onto something here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got to start a conspiracy podcast.
I think so.
The afterthoughts.
All right.
Oh my God.
The high thoughts.
Oh shoot.
So Ben, do you think Beyonce's real?
I think she's real only because she fell during a performance. Like, what robot does that? Okay.
Don't you think she's programmed to like?
What?
Maybe if her like CPU did something, like kind of hooked up.
Maybe she got overheated.
Have you guys not watched Westworld? The future is now. The future is now.
Ex Machina.
Oh.
That move, that shit.
That show what?
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, this episode is something different.
Yeah.
See, so anything
Anything
else
we
we want
wanna-
to discuss?
Anything you want to close out with?
Yeah.
Anybody else have evidence against the Illuminati's existence?
I guess the Illuminati is real.
There you go.
Yeah. Final thoughts, Ben?
Oh, I just want to say, I was looking at Suge Knight Jr.'s IG, and it straight up looks like a meme page.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah.
Like,
But you never know.
I really wish this information came from a more credible source, so that way I could like really kind of big this up. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to be the guy that's like, yeah, no, I'm serious. Tupac is alive. I said Barbados. He says Malaysia. I think his sources are wrong.
I don't know. His dad might have killed him, or his dad might have sent him away.
Yeah, did his dad kill
Yeah.
him?
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's not talk about this anymore. I don't
Yeah.
want you guys getting
All right.
hurt.
Hurt.
Oh, Illuminati. They'll come after you.
I
if you
mean,
say too much.
hey, I'm coming at Russ. I'm still waiting for him to jump me. I don't see any.
Oh my
I haven't
God.
gotten jumped yet, so I'm just saying, you're scared. It's okay.
Yeah, Ben, you might need to watch
No,
out.
It's okay, man.
he's gonna just send a hitman on you.
Yeah, he's gonna send his goons.
Try me.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that'll
This
be
has
a
been-
weird.
All right, this has been a weird episode, but
Yeah.
I just want to thank our guests, Maya Canonizado here, Ben Peck on the other line. This is a cross-state call, so we got homies all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks so
Yeah,
much
it
for
is.
giving your thoughts on our thoughts. Again, we'll just have to wait and see what Kanye does next.
Yes.
And if we don't upload on Monday, it's because the Illuminati has